Hello everyone, this is Mohammad and in this quick presentation we will share with you the objectives of the surveillance task force and what were the reasons behind creating this task force at the first place. To do so, we will go quickly over the importance of surveillance and then share with you the objectives of this task force. What's inside the surveillance framework we created, and how is that connected to FIA's objectives, and what's our next step and the outcomes of this task force. The importance of surveillance actually can be summarized in maintaining market quality. It's the tool to maintain this market quality. And market quality actually reflects a dual criteria of market efficiency and market integrity, where market efficiency refers to the degree to which stock prices and other securities prices reflect all available relevant information, and that results in low trading costs, where market integrity, on the other hand, might be defined as the extent to which investors are engaged in prohibited trading behaviors. Market surveillance team tries to minimize abusive behaviors so that market quality is not negatively affected. So in other words, the more abusive behaviors in the market, the less market inequality and thus market integrity and market efficiency as well. Now, for that reason, we created this task force. And we noticed that each FIAS member actually practices surveillance in a different way. They have different mechanisms, and the idea was to gather all those mechanisms and then analyze it to create a surveillance framework. That is, let's say we can say it's a standardized a framework for how to practice surveillance, and we shared this framework with all FIAS members, where each FIAS member can take what suits its characteristics from this framework. Now, what's inside this? What is surveillance framework? Well, there are 5 main pillars about this framework. The first is regulations, and here we talk about principles, terms, enforcements, and so on. The second pillar is abusive behavior. What are those? The definitions of behaviors, concepts, and the quantifying methods of those behaviors, and the business analysis for each one as well. Now, technology is a very important player in capital markets, and that's why we shed some lights on the technological solutions and the features of the systems. You know, at the end, to practice surveillance, you need a team and definitely professional capabilities and competencies, and is very important. So we shed the light over that as well. And at the end, the reader of this framework will realize the ecosystem of surveillance and who are the main players in this ecosystem. And how this is connected to FIAS. You know, among FIAS objectives is cooperation, and by gathering and analyzing the data from FIAS members, we increase the cooperation among the members. On the other hand, the development also is achieved by the analysis and the continual development of this framework. Now, support and promotion definitely is there by sharing the knowledge among all FIAS members. Now, what's next? We definitely thinking about going global, but first we chose to go to FIAS because we are FIAS at the end, and you know we have our own characteristics. So the framework set to meet those characteristics, but after that we will be prepared to go global and discuss this framework with other bodies internationally. Now, the outcome of this task force were some improvements to the rulebook, a technical guideline, that is the surveillance framework, and the professional forum. We are looking forward to create this forum so all surveillance professionals among FIAS members can chat with each other, discuss important issues among each other, etc. So this is quickly why we created this task force and why this surveillance framework comes to light. And hopefully it will be of value to each FIAS member, and we are looking forward to continue to develop this amazing and yet little achievement to the profession globally. Thank you so much.